The 2018-19 NBA season is slowly but surely coming to a close, and now fans and pundits alike have the chance to look ahead to the trade deadline and project what may or may not ultimately wind up happening over the course of the next month. With that being the case, it's never too early to stop and examine which players entering the final year of their respective deals could ultimately see themselves shipped out of town between now and the league's annual trade deadline in the middle of February. While there is no guarantee that any of these players are moved, these are the type of contracts that teams look for when making deals, as they allow for immediate cap relief once the regular season campaign comes to an end, which only makes the contracts and the players working under them that much more attractive. As you can see from the following slideshow, here are the players entering the final year of their deals, which could hear their names included in trade rumors sooner rather than later, as the 2018-19 campaign is at the midway point. Which of these players do you believe is the most likely to be traded? Which names did we miss? Share your thoughts with the rest of the basketball world in the comments section below. Kemba Walker has been the face of the Charlotte Hornets for years, but there is a better than good chance that everything changes in that regard this coming season, as the former Connecticut Husky standout is on the verge of entering free agency, and the Hornets have only gone so far under his leadership. If a contender looking to upgrade their backcourt situation comes calling, it could be hard for Mitch Kupchak and the rest of Charlotte's new-look front office to turn down a deal. After accepting a one-year deal with the Denver Nuggets once it became clear that the type of contract offer he was planning to receive was not on the horizon, Thomas should be motivated to prove all of his doubters wrong during the 2018-19 campaign. While the Nuggets brought on the former All-Star, he is not expected to receive starters minutes, which should allow for Isaiah to be more of the man on Denver's second unit, and that could ultimately lead to him putting up the type of numbers that fans grew accustomed to seeing before his injuries. After signing just a one-year deal with the Dallas Mavericks, Mark Cuban and company have plenty of options when it comes to Jordan and what his future will hold with the franchise beyond the 2018-19 campaign. Given the fact that this team is still very much set in rebuilding mode, parlaying a player like Jordan in a trade with a contender for young assets and draft considerations could be more than enough for the Mavericks to become motivated to make a deal. Nikola Vucevic has seemingly been involved in trade rumors for years, and this could finally be the season where NBA fans see the big man find a new home within the league. With the Orlando Magic adding another big man to the fold in Mo Bamba, Vucevic is as expendable as ever, and given the fact that he can make an impact for teams on both ends of the floor, the likelihood that contenders come calling seems pretty strong. The Dallas Mavericks took a bit of a gamble on Matthews when they signed him to a lucrative multi-year contract this summer after he had suffered a season-ending Achilles injury, and now that he is entering the final year of his current deal this season, they could finally find a legitimate taker for him and his contract on the trade market. It remains to be seen whether or not Matthews is ultimately moved by Dallas, but given the fact that they likely won't contend this season in the West, it makes it likely that they'll listen to any and all offers that may be out there. After enjoying a breakout second half of the regular season upon joining the New Orleans Pelicans, Nikola Mirotic is as valuable on the trade market as he has been in years, which could very well lead to contenders who are looking for another floor-spacing big man to add to their roster giving the Pelicans a call in hopes of swinging a deal for the forward. If he continues to play at the level he did after being traded by the Chicago Bulls this past season, one could imagine that there will be plenty of takers if he is placed on the trading block. Aminu is the type of player that will never blow you away with his statistics, but the forward is more than capable of making an impact on both ends of the floor, which could make him an intriguing target for teams looking to upgrade their roster via the trade market this season. As a rental player on a playoff contender, Aminu will likely receive plenty of looks from teams looking to make a push for the playoffs once February rolls around.